Let's talk money and let's talk how to be debt free in 2023. You know, one of the great comedians said something that you can use that'll help you be debt free in 2023 or at least be better off than what you started this year at. And Bernie Mac said, you got to be sick and tired of being sick and tired. This is how you get debt free in 2023. Now, hopefully by now you already did a budget and tracked your money for at least a few weeks or a month so that you know what extra you have coming out. Maybe what subscriptions you have, like the Hulu, Netflix, all this kind of stuff. And some of them that you may not even use as much, maybe like Disney Plus or something like that. Like I tell you before, this is not financial advice. I'm telling you what worked for me. Now, what you want to do is you want to take the extra money and you want to put that on the highest interest rate debt to bring that down. And if you have credit cards and all this other debt, I'm going to tell you what worked for me. We went and got a credit card and it had 0% interest for it's either 22 or 24 months. And what we did was we was just disciplined and we paid all that off. And then we got rid of the credit cards. I have one left and that's it. And only use that when we travel. This is how you get debt free in 2023. It takes discipline. And like I said, even if you don't get all the way out of debt this year, with some of these principles, if you just instill these in your life, you'll be better off at the end of this year is when you started. There's no sexy way of getting out of debt. There is no get out of debt scheme that's going to get you out real fast. Really, there's no real rich get schemes to get you rich. If you do think it's that, you'll wind up like the Christies. They both get ready to serve time in jail because that get rich scheme, that get out of debt scheme never works. It takes hard work and discipline for anything that you want. I tell you, don't try to keep up with the Joneses. Usually the Joneses are actually broke. They have the best things they wearing, the best Jordan tennis shoes. They run around with the best purses, the best Louis Vuitton, Versace, Blasio, and all this good stuff. But they really don't have, like my mom would say, a pot to pee in or a window to throw it out of. See, we can't get caught up with the Joneses. The Joneses will make you broke. I said before, the Joneses don't even keep up with the Joneses. They're just living a facade of a life. See, you have to live in this real world because one day is going to come to where you're ready to retire. You're ready to hang this up. And getting out of debt will be the best for you when you go into your ages of where you need this money. So as you get debt free in 2023, you'll be able to get financial free in 2023 and then start that investment that we're going to talk about later on in the week. Don't listen to the naysayers. I keep telling you, you can do this. I know you can because I'm a guy who did it. And I'm telling you, it's not like I'm the smartest person on earth, but I do listen and I do have some discipline about myself. And I'm telling you, you can do this, but you have to tighten up. That means maybe one Starbucks coffee instead of 5 or maybe 2 instead of 5. That means maybe not buying that certain car you want and put it off until close to the end of the year. The better prices are going to be in the fourth quarter this year anyway. All prices are going down on new cars and used cars. Fourth quarter, it's going to be the magical key to that. Or it may be, you know what? I don't need those certain jeans this time because these other jeans are still good. I don't need this certain shirt at this time because this shirt is still good. You're going to have to tighten up a little bit. Like in the military, you say tighten up your shot group. But this will help you. This will help you. You can do this. Like I said, don't listen to the haters. Because they're going to still say, come on, man. Come on, girl. Let's go to the club. Let's spend this money on this Patron. Let's pop these bottles. Nuh-uh. Buy your own bottle. Stay at your house. That way you can save that money. Like I said, you have to get disciplined in this. I'm not saying you can't have fun. I'm just saying be careful how that fun is if you don't have the funds to have fun. You can't live on a champagne budget Champagne Life and you got beer budget, or if you're old enough, Mad Dog 2020 budget. So let's get smarter in this. Let's be able to get debt free, take those bigger debts. Let's pay those off first, the ones with the higher interest rate. It's called a snowball effect, how we make that money goes down, and then let's get our debt down. If you haven't already did your budget, please do your budget. If you don't know what your credit score is, you need to go on Credit Karma. Get the free app. Don't pay for anything. It'll let you know what your credit score is under two different ones, TransUnion and Equifax. And you need to know this because later on in the year, fourth quarter come, you may want to buy a car. You want to know what your credit score is, so that way you don't get duped by the car dealership, because their job is to make much money as they can on the back end. That's what they do. Listen, take that income tax you got back, pay your bills off, or start your mutual fund, index fund, or ETF. We'll talk about that later on in the week. But get those bills paid off, because when you don't have that hanging over your head, that weight is lifted off your shoulders. You can do this. You are built for greatness. You are built for success, and you are built to be debt-free in 2023. If this video does anything for you, if it makes you think a little bit about how to take this the things to be debt-free, share these videos, like these videos, give it to somebody, maybe it'll help them. Because if you do any of this, if you start to be disciplined in this, if you just believe in yourself, you can do this, and you could be debt-free in 2023. Have a blessed and wonderful day.